thank you once again for checking in with us as we continue to follow the South Carolina primary election coverage tonight. I'm Mike Sela. And of course, the polls closed at 7 p.m. Results are starting to come in, however slowly, still a lot more to tabulate. But our Amanda Lebreau is watching those results as they are coming into our WTOC newsroom. Amanda?
Yep, and you can actually track those results as well right on our website or on your WTOC app. The results for Carolina's governor's race are just now starting to come in. About 3% of precincts are reporting. We're going to go ahead and take a look at some of those numbers in our election app and numbers. So right now, Henry McMaster, the incumbent Republican, is leading with 42% of the vote. But remember, only 3% of precincts reporting. Right behind him, John Warren and then Catherine Templeton. And then on the Democratic side, we have James Smith leading with 65% and Marguerite Willis is coming in with 25%. So still a lot more, obviously, to be tabulated there. Another one that we are looking at is South Carolina's first congressional district race, and that has a lot of people in there. And you can see right here we have Katie Arrington is at 49%. Mark Sanford is at 48%, but just 1% of precincts reporting there so far. Of course, that comes after President Trump's tweet earlier today encouraging people and endorsing Katie Arrington a little bit earlier this morning.
And that is definitely one we are watching, and that could possibly, if it shakes out where it is now, because you do need 50% plus one to not go to that runoff election. That race could actually go to a runoff, and that would be held on June 26th for all South Carolina state races. Now, the polls have been closed for almost 2 hours. WTOC's Jarvis Robertson is joining us now live from the Republican Watch Party at the Mellow Mushroom in Bluffton. Jarvis, a lot of people out there tonight, huh?
Yeah, that's right, Mike. Definitely is a nice little turnout here for this GOP watch party. I'm joined by Michael Covert. He's a part of the Beaufort County Council. He's District 7 now. We have 4 contenders running for District 9 that will be working with you guys. So I've been keeping an eye on the WTOC mobile app, just looking at the results. We have no results coming in for that seat yet. But first of all, how important is it to have this person working well with you guys as a whole council?
Well, it's very important that all council folks, men and women, work together. And you know what the unique thing is, Jarvis, is that we come from all different walks of life, all parts of county, that have differing views and differing aspects of things. But it's healthy. It's very healthy to have a debate, to have discussion at the end of the debate, come up with a conclusion, an answer for the people, and go on. You know, it's these childlike behaviors you see, whether it's local or national, where they can't get along. And that's just strictly, there's no place for that in the political arena. You know, I'm doing the people's work. They're paying me to make decisions for them. We have to get along. And the candidates that are running for District 9, all of them are great people. I enjoy them all. And I look forward to serving the next couple of years with somebody we'll find out at least on the Republican side tonight, and then after November's general election.
Again, this is Michael Covert with District 7 for the Beaufort County Council. Now, would you say that this has been a clean race for County District 9 seat?
A clean race, as far as my version of that, would be yes. I've had the pleasure of attending several forums with these candidates. They even invited the Democrat sole candidate, who again is also a really nice fellow, and they have had cordial conversation. They each bring something different to the table. They bring their own expertise, and they bring their own passion. So there hasn't been any mudslinging and anything like that. It's been, I guess, in the world of politics, rather mundane.
Amazing. So again, we're still waiting on results to come in. I've been keeping an eye on the mobile app for the results. Once we get new details, we'll be sure to bring it to you guys. We're live here in Bluffton. Back to you in the studio, Michael.
All right. Thank you, Jarvis. And of course, we have been watching many of the races here as more of those votes start being tabulated coming in for the South Carolina primary. And an interesting turn of events today, President Donald Trump tweeting this out at about 4:30 this afternoon about congressional candidate incumbent Mark Sanford, a fellow Republican. He says Mark Sanford has been very unhelpful to me in my campaign to make America great again. He is MIA and nothing but trouble. He's better off in Argentina. I fully endorse Katie Arrington for Congress in South Carolina, a state I love. She's tough on crime and will continue to fight for lower taxes. Vote Katie. Again, this was about 4:30, about 2.5 hours before the polls had closed, where Donald Trump endorsing Katie Arrington for the Republican nomination for the 1st congressional seat in South Carolina. We'll see if that has any impact. Right now, she has a slight lead in this primary. Amanda?
Yeah, that's exactly right, Mike. So we're taking a look at the numbers as of right now, and still just 1% reporting for that race, but she is ahead of incumbent Mark Sanford. It's 49% to 48% right now. If it stays that close all night, it's definitely going to take a while for them to figure out if anyone is going to have enough to avoid a runoff later this month. Looking back at the top of our election coverage, though, we have now 5% of precincts reporting. So Governor Henry McMaster is still in the lead there for the governor's seat. We have James Smith, who is leading the Democratic gubernatorial race. Mark Hammond is leading the Secretary of State race. He is also the incumbent on the Republican side. And Attorney General, it's Alan Wilson, who is also the incumbent Attorney General. We'll, of course, be keeping you updated with all of these, and you can follow along right on your WTOC app or on our website.
And whether it's a statewide race or a local one, those numbers are going to keep increasing as we move on through the night. And of course, we're going to be watching the numbers come in for you. We're going to be reporting those live results on WTOC.com, our WTOC Facebook page, our WTOC Roku channel, and our WTOC News app. Thank you for joining us here for this quick cut-in for our South Carolina primary election coverage. I'm Mike Sealer. We'll have more news throughout the night.